Hello, Roll Mithril here once again, getting back to Megaman Battle Network 4 Red Sun. So, at long last, it's finally time to start the post-game, so let's get right to it. We're headed for the main part of Underet 5, we finally have access. So, let's go for it. We're going in through Castillo since we want an outdoor entry point to make Gun Soul stronger, and it starts us off pretty close to the Bannerlink system. So from here, we can go through the Sharo satellite and actually start in Underet 3. I love convenience! And since we're on Red Sun, we don't have to worry about Metal Man Omega running around. So that's a nice change of pace. We do have to get to Underet 4 though, but that's not a big deal. See, just basic viruses, we can deal with this. Simple enough. So, continuing on our way. Now here in Underet 4, we do have a slight worry. Shade Man Omega could appear here, and we would have had to worry about that in either version of the game, so hopefully we can just avoid that. Show the union of the 6 souls, and since we have all 6 soul unisons, the door opens and we can go through. And so, welcome to Underet 5. This place is fairly twisty-turny. We'll have to double back a bit to find everything. There's 4 bits of mystery data and a net merchant to worry about. For the most part, the viruses aren't too terribly bad, though. Let's see here. We'll go with this. I'll just pick off what I can. Is it overkill? Sure. Do I particularly care? Not really, as long as it gets the job done. There we go. Alright, so our first bit of mystery data is Mio Varien. Not bad, not bad. But now we have to pretty much go to the other side of the map. All the way over this way. For the second bit of mystery data, 2,000 zennies. Every bit helps. That worked out pretty well. Alright, continuing on. We're kinda herded where we need to go by those one-way panels. They kinda steer us in the right direction. 3 of the guardians of the 5 evil chips once were found in this area, but one day a statue appeared and imprisoned them all. What could be behind that statue? That's actually going to be fairly important for us to know about. We might not be able to use them, but we do still need those evil chips. Okay. So, coming over this way, we have our third piece of mystery data. 3 bug frags. Not immediately useful, but we will have the use of them later on. Alright. Didn't quite take out as much as I would have liked there. There we go. So, coming this way, we have the last bit of mystery data. And yes, you do need 2 unlockers in this area. But we get Sanctuary. That one changes all panels under your control to holy panels, so it's a pretty nice chip. It sets up some good synergies. And we have our Net Merchant. We can actually buy him out. So, 2 HP memories, Metagel, Anti-Navi, which we didn't have before, Bug Chain, and Attack plus 30, which we also were lacking. With that, we have over 1000 HP, though that's not natural. Bear in mind we do still have an HP plus 50 installed in the Navi Cust. We actually have 960 natural HP, so we're missing 2 HP memories. More importantly, though, we've completed the standard library. Anti-Navi was the last chip we were missing there. Every standard class chip you could hope for. That's actually in this game anyway. We also have 40 out of 60 Mega Chip, so that's coming along rather nicely. 3 Giga Chips out of 5, 2 Secret Chips, and 27 Program Advances. So, there you go. Information for anybody who is interested. Sheeps again. There we go. Alright. Moving on. Now our main goal here is up that ramp, but we're actually going to hold off for just a moment. Instead, we're going to go behind the ramp. And deal with some viruses, apparently, because why not? You know, I just don't think that mystery data is long for this world. And I'd just as soon be done with a spider. That'll do. Alright, so now the real reason we came back here. Hey, remember this guy from Meteor Comp? Yeah, it's finally time to get his chip. So, let's see here. We'll start with this. Pretty good start to things. Let's see, do I want to go Wind Soul? Honestly, surprisingly, I don't think I do. I missed the double hit, but ah well. What? I'm not quite sure how that missed, but apparently it did. Alright. Now I'm a little more prone to want to use Wind Soul. I've been told you can kind of break this fight just by using the standard Buster Shot with Wind Soul that just does Air Shot, but it takes a while, and you're not going to get a good busting rank from that either. Not that it really matters here, but, you know. Making some good headway here. Okay, he's going to start healing now. I want to give myself the best opportunity for Pile Driver. Oh, still not there. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's kind of troubling. almost done. He spot dodged me. Come on, one charge shot. There we go. Laserman is down. And so with that, we have his chip. So let's see what we have here. Laserman. A laser pierces one through. Sure. Now we are going to go ahead and demonstrate him, but what I'm going to go ahead and do just to get it out of the way, I'm going to cut here, get off the net, come back on, and defeat his random encounter form to go ahead and get his SP chip out of the way. So, back in a moment. One quick thing to cover here about the Laserman Omega fight that I forgot to mention. Want to put that on Still Store, Cambot? Note the in-battle mystery data. Yes, just like Shademan Omega, Laserman Omega comes with a bit of mystery data for you to try to protect. However, it's not anything new. It's the same prize you get from the Shademan Omega fight. That is to say, Bug Charge on Red Sun or Bug Curse on Blue Moon. The upside is, if you didn't get it already from Shademan, it's probably easier to protect this mystery data. Not as much that can go wrong there. With Shademan, there's just so much likelihood of him splitting into bats, and just the wrong one being on the same line as the mystery data. So anyway, back to business. Alright, so time to show what Laserman can do. Obviously I did ramp up the damage of the SP chip by defeating his Omega form fairly quickly. Put it this way, Search Soul, Pile Driver, and Pit Hockey 3 may have been involved. Fun times. So I have a save state during this fight. We're going to use it because there's more going on with Laserman than it might seem at first. Once summoned, Laserman fires a piercing blue laser down the row. It hits everything along the way for the damage stated, but there's more going on than just that. Basically, Laserman is set up to be a link battle Navi. If you hold any direction on the D-pad as he's firing the laser, it changes the color and adds an effect beyond just the damage. Now in single player we're not going to really see any of these effects other than the color, but it's good to know about them. Alright. So if you hold up, the laser turns orange and it lowers the buster level of your opponent. Holding down, that gives you a green laser. That disrupts their Navi cust. Holding right, this gives you a yellow laser that removes their ability to use charge shots. And finally, holding right, this gives you a red laser, and that gives them one less chip selection on the custom screen. Now, I don't really have a whole lot of experience with linked net battling, so I'm not quite sure how long the effect lasts. But depending on that, this could be a pretty nasty effect to have in your arsenal. Pretty good to know about that. So anyway, with that, time to move on. It's time to see just what's going on with that gate up there. Yeah, I know, kinda terrible of me to cut things here. But hey, we're about to deal with a certain someone, and it's going to get fairly involved. So, I kinda want to let that all be its own single video. The good news is, that vid's likely going to be up tonight as well. So, see you then as we deal with you-know-who.